Hello, my friend. How lovely to see you again. And I hope that you have been treating your spirit gently and being kind with your soul. And like always, just a little gentle reminder that there are impersonator accounts that do pretend to be me. So if you have anybody reaching out to you saying that they have a reading for you or that they have a special message and they do ask you for a donation, please remember that's not me and don't send them any money. So go ahead and take an inhale to ground yourself. Perfect. And let's see what the cards have for you tonight. You know what? I'm getting pulled right to do from the top. And actually, I think we're going to do top, bottom, top, top, and one more right from the middle. All right, lovely. And we're going to do backwards tonight. All right. So we're going to do catch your breath. So we're going to start with the catch your breath card. And the reason for that is there's been a lot coming up for you lately. So your spirit is doing a lot of healing, a lot of shifting, and a lot of growth. And this is what we're going to consider is a reassessment card. So your soul is actually going through a lot, releasing a lot, healing a lot. And this card's basically letting you sort through all the stuff that you no longer need. So this is going through the clutter, and this is going to tell you what the important lessons are now. So basically, when you do a lot of soul healing or a lot of soul growth that you're doing, it's going to bring up everything for you. So it's going to bring up the stuff from your past. It's going to bring up the stuff from your present. It's going to bring up the stuff of what you could manifest for yourself. And this type of catch your breath is going to be like, this is what's significant for my soul growth right now. These are the lessons that can wait. These are the things that are no longer important that I don't actually need to fully heal. These are the things that I'm actually not interested in putting my energy into anymore. This is where I want to focus because these are the things that I want to manifest for myself right now. When you start getting the pull that I no longer want to put my energy into something, listen to that right now. It doesn't mean that you're avoiding it. It means that your soul no longer feels the pull towards it. And when you start getting that, say to your soul, what is important to me right now? Where do I need to put my energy? And then it's going to start becoming very obvious to you what your soul wants to work on, and let your spirit guide you on that instead, because that's where new opportunities are going to start presenting, and they're going to become really obvious to you where you actually want to start working and letting your spirit go. And then once it starts doing that, new things are going to present themselves very easily, and that can actually lead you on some of the bigger growth that you've known in the next little while for yourself. Now, I feel like for some reason, even pulling the cards was opposite. We want to go across the reading tonight. That also means that you're looking for new opportunities to come to you and not in a linear fashion. So it's not going to be obvious. You're kind of saying to the universe right now, I'm willing and I'm open to opportunities to come from anywhere and everywhere because I'm tired of staying in a stagnation pattern for myself. So that's also something very exciting. Ooh, fresh approach. Now that makes total sense with what I just said. And especially where tonight is the full moon. It's April 12th. If you're watching, depending on where you're watching from, so it's the pink moon tonight. So fresh approach with that new energy. And like I said, that open to opportunities coming in from anywhere. Now, with what I said, like I mentioned with that other card where you're looking at that energy from the past energy, present, kind of you're open to trying anything. When you say to the universe that you're manifesting and you're trying, what you want to say to the universe is, I'm open to new opportunities coming to me that are going to bring me the best joy and enlighten and enliven my spirit. So when you're manifesting, you really want to start working on the new opportunities that are going to bring you the most joy and most happiness. So it might sound like an avoidance pattern, but what you can say is, I really don't want to work on the things anymore that I don't need to work on. So you can actually get to a place in your spiritual evolution where you don't need to focus on the negative stuff anymore, the draining stuff, or the stuff that you just don't feel is necessary anymore. Your spirit can put it on hold and you can start manifesting the other stuff. You can always go back to it, but this is the time right now when your spirit's going to focus on its ultimate joy in order to start moving itself in a direction that you're choosing right now. Ooh, the Make-A-Wish. Now, Make-A-Wish, that's an interesting one to actually have pop up right here, because when you're doing Make-A-Wish in this the situation like this is basically saying to the universe, I'm also going to pick things that are going to be gentle for my spirit. These are going to be things that I'm going to choose, but they're not going to overwhelm me. These are also going to be little things that are going to be interspersed in there. It's going to be big dreams and opportunities, but it's also going to be little things that are going to bring me joy as well. So this is great because because it means you're going to have little things that are going to make you happy, but it's going to be big life changes and big path shifting in that. So that's also very interesting. So this is, again, a great time when you've got that full moon energy coming up around you. And also, if you're going into the waning moon phase after the full moon, depending on when you get to see this video, that's also a great releasing time, depending if some of the releasing stuff is going to be part of your joy pattern. So remember that. That's also going to be, so maybe it's old habits, old patterns, old personalities that might be little releasing. So that almost might be something for you to focus on there. Ooh, perfect setting. Now, that's also lovely because when perfect setting comes up, that is often when people are getting ready to move or change their living situation. So if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling like you're ready for a change, and for a lot of people, when they want to change a big change or a big move to a new opportunity, new house, or even change the country that you're living in, this would be the time that you want to start manifesting this, because this is when you're going to put out those big, new, exciting dreams for yourself. So if you've been thinking of changing the country that you're living in, or a big setting like that, or even trying to go, I want to go on a trip because I've always wanted to live somewhere, but I wanted to go see the country first, this is the time when you're going to start manifesting that or putting that out for yourself, because this is when you're going to find it's a lot easier to manifest the opportunities to let that arise for you. And finally, the vulnerability card. Now, this one's an interesting one to finish it off with, because the vulnerability card is basically saying to the universe, I'm willing to put my ego aside to let this all happen for me, because the guards and protections that I had in place are no longer necessary to stop me from finding my ultimate joy for myself. And I'm willing to let other people help me on the journey while I'm doing it, including the universe and also physical people. So this can be friends, it can be work colleagues, it can be family, and it can also be romantic relationships. So this is a great one to kind of cap that off with, because again, if you're doing all those little things that are going to bring you all that joy and let other people help you on that, if you're looking for a relationship, great time to bring that into your life. If you're looking for those great work colleagues, new job opportunities, great time to do it. If you're looking for a bunch of healing in your family relationships, great time to do it. So stepping away from people or bringing them back in and finding peace in those. So those are all great cards, my friend, and those are your messages for the night. I do hope that helps you on your journey, and like always, do take care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Take care and be well.